Hey, Mr. YouTube 59. Kind of on the topic of fishing rods and reels today. I've got a few, just a few. Thought I'd go over a couple of them. Got them hanging. Always got to have a reel for the occasion. These are Penn 5000s. I bought them a while back for fishing off the pier. And some of you probably seen video posted back in the summer where I actually caught a 38-inch drum off the pier. That would be one there on the white rod. Now this one, I kind of rigged it up for fishing off the boat, deep sea fishing. It's a little shorter rod, a little stiffer rod, but they work fantastic. I have caught several sharks on those two, up to about 5 foot. Great, great reels, handle well. These old rods, those white ones, they're nothing expensive. There's those Shakespeare rods, 9 foot, work great. These are some Penn 303s that I picked up a while back at a pawn shop. I love going to pawn shops. You find all kind of good deals at pawn shops. All three of these actually came from the pawn shop. Got a heck of a deal on them. Got those two set up for fishing off deep sea boats, the two white rods. They're Shakespeare. And then this one is set up for whatever. Pier fishing, boat fishing, whatever. That's an old Zebco rod, I believe. I wouldn't swear to it. Yep, old Zebco rod. And then vintage. I have gotten into getting vintage reels lately. This is kind of unique. This is for crappie fishing. It actually has, you see the little gold tab right there. You slide it out once you find the depth that you want it to be. And every single time you drop the line, it goes to the same depth. Pretty nice old reel. So I like that one. This one is kind of unique. Found it at a flea market. Let me drop this reel for a second. Found this one at a flea market. Didn't know what it was, never heard of it before, but it seemed to be in pretty good shape, so I picked it up. Come to find out, they're pretty rare to find. I found several of these on eBay, running from about 20 all the way up to like 150 bucks. So depending on condition. So I picked this one up for 10 bucks. I felt like I'd done pretty good. Haven't used it yet, but I'm kind of anxious to try it. Like I said, I've kind of gotten into vintage reels lately, so we'll see how that goes. We'll give it a shot and see. Bait casters, I'm not a real big fan of bait casters, for one reason. If you notice right there, a little bird nest. Seems like every time I try to use them, except for this one. Now, I haven't had any troubles with this one, and I know it's got a lot to do with how you set it and all that kind of stuff, so I'm still kind of learning. This one I haven't had any problems at all. This one, it's like every time I take it out, I end up with a bird's nest. Could be the kind of line, I don't know. Here's a vintage Penn reel I picked up a while back. I think it's a 202, I think. I don't remember. Pretty nice old reel, though. Let me hang this whole thing back up there. Pretty nice old reel. This is just an old, that's what got me started deep sea fishing. Went down, didn't have anything to fish with. I wanted to fish a little bit. Went to Walmart, picked it up for 17 bucks. So that's one of them little cheapies, but I've used it about 5-6 times. Pier fishing works fine. So, haven't had any problems with it. Moving on up here. Those are some old cheapies I picked up. I don't even know the name brand on them, but they're old cheapies I picked up. They work all right. This one, last time I was up here, I needed one for bait fishing, so I picked it up. Didn't expect it to be much, but it turned out to be right nice. Let's see, what have we got here? There we go. Anyway, turned out to be right nice, little reel. Caught several bait fish with it, played around with it, had a ball. These are my Mitchells. I use them for catfishing. I think I may have to get something a little bigger though. They're not as heavy as I was hoping for. But if you notice, I kind of like my things in pairs, at least 2 of each. But they work really well, really well. No complaints with them at all, none at all. But I have got into the micro fishing, which is basically little bitty reels, real light line. Here's 2 Gander Mountain reels that I've been using. I use these on my kayak, 2 reels, and they are on this little cheap, ever draw a blank? Well, Barclays, 2 Barclay rods. They are the ultralight, 5 foot even. Love it. 2-pound test line on them. Love it fishing off the kayak. Love them. These are 2 dowels. I use them off the boat. They got 4-pound test line on them. They work really well, really well. I think those are 6-foot rods. Very lightweight though. Love them. If you've never done any micro fishing, you need to give it a try. Now you can tell around my household, we're kind of into fishing. We're into rods. These are all my oldest son's rods. Various rods for different things, just like me. Those 2 at the top are ocean fishing or striper, and then he's got his crappie rods. It's just plain old Walmart stuff, but they work pretty good. And then he's got all of his bass rods, reels and all that. And then my younger son, this is his stuff. He hasn't got all his stuff hung up yet and organized. But as you can tell, we're kind of fishing freaks around here. These are my son's surf rods. So we're kind of fishing freaks around here. We enjoy our fishing. Keeps us out of trouble for one thing. It's interesting trying to learn each species, what they hit, how they want it, what time of year, what colors. It's kind of a challenge to us, and that's kind of what we like. We like a challenge. And so far this year we've done pretty good. We haven't hit the crappie like we really wanted to, but we're still trying. But for now, that's what we have. What do you have? Mr. Utah 59, we're out. As always, play hard, play safe. Please stay out of trouble. Don't get hurt.